Diplomats, neighboring, threatening, neighboring. Treason. We can afford to upset the nobles right now. Does that put us over the next threshold yet? Nope. Yay, more fur, please. Somebody kill all of the European beavers. We really need them to die quickly. We can't even afford to go to war against the Native Americans. That's how poor we are. Yep. More loans, more inflation. Tobacco, that's good. Producing tobacco. Holland joins the Republic. Okay, so the Netherlands actually kind of seriously formed this time. And monthly autonomy change is not going to do much for us, but it will tighten up royal revenue. If we continue to hold Scotland free of bondage, we must have money. There are numerous royal estates, profits from justice, and feudal rights that are simply not giving the crown the rightful due. We must ensure what is rightfully ours. So that reversed the penalty we took from our king becoming greedy. So that's like a wash now. Anatomical Theatre. Local doctors in Killarney have begun to pay good money to study fresh corpses. The physicians claim this allows them to improve their knowledge of the human body, documenting it for the betterment of mankind. Improving the grasp of human anatomy is not an argument that impresses locals when the graves of recently deceased are found open in the morning, however. The citizens of Killarney are now demanding that we restrict these horrible practices and we put a stop to grave robbers. We can lose innovativeness. We can have unrest, or we can have unrest for much longer and lose prestige and gain innovativeness. You know what? Let them cut up the body. No, it's gonna be gone so quick. Like, we're already at 0. This doesn't do anything to us, really. Leave those corpses alone. Yes! And we got some prestige for being honorable for not allowing doctors to cut up corpses. Unrest and trade power. And Leinster. Yeah, I think we have to protect our trade. Renewed a loan. Okay. Can we embrace the institution yet? Let's see, it's about to be present in Desmond. We're capped on military again. Alright, it's not going to get any cheaper than that, right? I guess we'll wait for this to pop. 97.82. Alright, let's just go ahead and embrace it. Alright, we've embraced the printing press. Which means that we are now capped again. Which means that we need to develop some more provinces. We'll get it under 900. How about that? Okay. Let's go ahead and reduce our inflation. Munster's in a golden era. Well, good for you. We're just trying to survive here. Zapotec, Doomsday. We know that feel, man. Same. Okay, that's not France. That's some other blue tribes. Like France, dang it. If you get to Manhattan before us, we're going to be very unhappy with you. Also, we're going to have to start selling provinces to Nova Scotia soon. Because we'll be out of their official colonial boundaries. What is our tariff at currently? 18%. Okay. And now it's at even higher. We're gonna tariff. Every time we get a chance to raise tariffs, we're gonna raise the tariffs. Yay, colonial enthusiasm. Our income is going up a little bit, like our base income. Alright, we've finished a colony. In where? Oh, it's this one. Alright, so we'll head down here next. Gotta make our colonies profitable. For we have to declare bankruptcy. I really should have just called, if this series, you call that a Darien scheme. Ever since the start of James III's reign, it has been clear that his heart lies with the Scottish. We could never dishonor the legacy of our ancestors. I might just need to foment a pretender rebellion, because if the Stuarts are always going to be Scottish culture, then we're just always going to have issues. Yeah, we're doing well so far. Well, do own one province here. Once we can secure Massachusetts, or at least this coastal strip, I think we'll go ahead and finish off colonizing this area. Oh, no, wait, our colonial nation is colonizing it. Okay, well, good for them. We'll let them continue to do their thing. Because that'll at least block it off so people can't sneak around us. Alright. Land maintenance modifier. That could be a big difference. That has a potential to be a big difference. Colony has grown. We've taken out more loans. Colonial ventures. Diplo tech cost. I don't think we're going to be teching anytime soon, so I'd rather not make our boats more expensive. France has finally embraced the printing press. Well, geez, guys, it's about time. We've had that for years already. What does printing press actually do for you? Stability cost modifier, provincial trade power modifier, construction development cost, leadership upkeep. Okay, cool. Yay, inflation. Okay, so we need to develop more provinces. Can't develop that any further. How about that? That'll keep them busy for a while. What is our force limit now? It's probably gone up by 10. Oh. I'm going to buy one more regiment because I'm super OCD and I just want to have an even number. I know we can't afford to build up to our force limit. Because that'll just make us go bankrupt faster. Alright. Alright. Colonies become self-sustaining. We've taken out more loans. That's great. Fantastic. We're going to grant a province to our colonial nation. It's going to lower their liberty desire, while also raising it slightly because it makes them bigger. And now we're going to have to lower our thing again. Producing lots of fur. If we could just get to a point where that mattered. Yes! I just cast a motherfucking spell on this game. Did you see it? I mean, I've been complaining about it constantly, so statistically it was probably fairly likely to happen while I was complaining about it, because that's what I've spent most of the last 100 years doing. The depletion or the demand for furs has been constantly rising throughout the Middle Ages, and an increasingly colder climate has not done anything to change this lately. Because of this, the European beaver population is having trouble coping with the constantly growing demand for furs. It's gotten to the point that beavers are very rarely seen in Europe at all, and furs have to be imported at great cost from Russia and the far north. So we're at minus 974 income right now. Price of fur has changed by 40%. Is that really all that's going to do? Is that really it? Okay, alright. Well, I got excited. I got excited for a second, because we control a lot of fur trade, but apparently it was not as cool as I thought it was. No, we don't have the money to hire you. I thought for a second that that might save us, but no, we're definitely going to go bankrupt. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if we can recover from bankruptcy. This isn't going to be a world conquest run, obviously, but, yeah, we'll assuage the pain of the natives or whatever. Nationalistic enthusiasm. That should help us a fair bit. We are going to get base... Yeah, we need better urban infrastructure. So James III has become renowned for our country's artistic achievements and blossoming economy. Our blossoming economy. Our blossoming economy. Artists, philosophers, and poets are flocking to Lothian, and the thriving economy has allowed extensive artistic funding. Several fine architectural buildings are being erected, and beautiful gardens are built to demonstrate our country's wealth. And many members of our new intellectual elite have ideas on how to improve various parts of our country. So I think what happened was we had some beaver money coming in, and people were able to afford soup for a couple of days, and everyone's just super psyched about that. We have 42 loans. We can take out up to 60 at this point. Our interest payments are still over half of our... Yeah. Alright, well, we're about to get a production efficiency boost with Smithian economics. I don't think our colonial company is going to be solvent. I think all this subsidy is going to be for naught. And these guys are probably feudal now, so they're not even going to migrate. Yeah, they're feudal, so we'd have to go to war with them to take Massachusetts. So the next trade, yeah. So we want to get to Manhattan. That's our next goal, is to get to Manhattan as quickly as possible. Okay, I had to get up for a moment to get Casey the Lore Dog some fresh water, because she can't drink out of water that she's already drank out of before, because she's a ridiculous princess. Okay. Well, this will be fun. My new goal for this playthrough is to try to survive bankruptcy, or possibly... Let us know in the comments if you'd rather see us try to survive bankruptcy or just release Nova Scotia and play as them. That might be interesting as well. Yeah. So, at this point, I mean, if James III dies, that would help us a little bit because, you know, his heir would not be hurting our national tax modifier. We could still buy a little more time with this production efficiency idea. I don't know if there's any other idea group we can take that would help us at this point. Aristocratic, I don't think really does anything for us. No. I mean, quantity ideas, I think, reduces our land maintenance modifier further. Defensive also reduces our land maintenance modifier and our fort maintenance. That's a possibility. Innovative makes it easier for us to reduce inflation costs and reduces our advisor costs. So if we go defensive innovative, that could help a little bit. Administrative also gives us reduced interest per annum. Yeah, that's actually really good. Maybe does Humanist give us anything special money-wise? Not really. So maybe if we can rush down defensive and then rush down administrative, because I don't think we can take... Yeah, we can't pick another admin group next. So we'll try rushing defensive, and we'll try rushing administrative. See how much time that can buy us, because interest per annum is a pretty big deal. Scottish Witchcraft Act. Okay. The Scottish Witchcraft Act of 1563, or 1572 in this timeline, made the practice of witchcraft and consulting with witches capital offenses. James VI, or in this timeline, James III, played a major part as victim and investigator in the North Berwick witch trials that began in 1589. Were the first major series of trials under the new act. The king published a defense of witch hunting, the Demonology, in 1597, but later became increasingly skeptical and took steps to limit prosecutions. Scotland tried an estimated 6,000 people for witchcraft, where 75% of the accused were women and over 1,500 were executed. So we can get tech cost, or we can denounce it and lose prestige. I think we're going to denounce the Witchcraft Act. I think that's a little silly, if you ask me. Just a little silly. Come on, guys. Come on. Witchcraft, really? That's what you're worried about. You should be worried about our looming bankruptcy. Our income from tariffs keeps going up, so, you know, there is that. It's not going up fast enough to keep up with our increasing interest payments, but it is going up. Yay! More tobacco. That's good. That's very good.